Player coaches in the NFL aren't a dying breed. They're dead and buried.
They just don't know it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 2, kick it.
Welcome back to the Gridiron Guru program. This is our third episode covering Week 4 of the National Football League. And just want to give you a quick reminder that you can become a fan of the Football Gridiron Guru on Facebook. You can follow us on Twitter at NFL Gridiron Guru, and you can email us at nfl.gridiron.guru@gmail.com. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel, www.youtube.com/NFLGIG. Well, just to give you a quick breakdown of what we'll be talking about today, we'll break down my Week 4 picks from last weekend, from Saturday, including our weekly Razz by Broncos Sage. We'll figure out which teams are pretenders and which teams are really contenders. We'll talk about players, coaches, and finally our 2-minute offense where I go on the offense. But first off, we'll start off with our Week 4 picks. And, really, we need a name for our picks. We need help from you. We need help from our fans. You need to help us come up with a name for our picks. Mike and Mike in the Morning, they have picks sure to go wrong. I love it. It's being used. Stone Cold Lead Pipe Locks. I'm not quite there yet, but that's still a really cool name. Colin Cowherd, he calls them the picks of the week. We've got to come up for something else so that we can go through our picks and have a name for them so that we can post them out on our blog. So please send us your suggestions. Make a comment on the Facebook page. You can tweet us on Twitter, or you can send us an email. Let Kima know what we should call this, and we're going to take the best option, and we're going to move through it. We're going to make a whole graphic for it, and we'll even give you credit right here on the show. So to go through our picks for the week, I've got to go back to our Facebook page where I post our picks every week. And the first thing we're going to go over with is our no-brainers. Colts over Seahawks, easy. Giants over Chiefs, easy. Bengals over Browns, not so easy, but got the win in overtime with 3 seconds left. 49ers over Rams. That was a fun game to watch. 35-0. That was a really fun game to watch. Games that look better than they are but are really no-brainers. We'll go over the Cowboys and Broncos in a minute. I had the Texans over the Raiders, which was an easy game to call again. I had the Jaguars over the Titans, which is an easy game to call. Buccaneers over Redskins. I got kind of bumped on that one. Jason Campbell decided that his coach's job was in his hands at halftime, so he had to come out and win that game for the Washington Redskins and for his coach and good buddy Jim Zorn. Vikings over the Packers. The game just went final. The Vikings did defeat the Packers resoundingly. It was actually pretty embarrassing for Aaron Rodgers. He had some sacks early on that just were really costly, and it just was not a good game for the Green Bay Packers. Big win for Brett Favre. But don't worry, Packer fans. Don't worry. Brett's still going to get embarrassed at Lambeau in a couple of weeks, so you will get your little minor bit of revenge. Easy upsets. I chose the Chargers over the Steelers, and what in the world was I thinking? Are you kidding me? Norv Turner, you can't put together a game plan that includes your receivers. The defense can't stand up to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Who do the Steelers have? They have no running game. Willie Parker has been banged up all year long. You've got Hines Ward, who's a Super Bowl MVP that shouldn't be. You've got Santonio Holmes, who's Super Bowl MVP for 1 touchdown pass. Where's the threat? Where's the threat? San Diego, you have Sean Merriman. You've got a good secondary. You've got a good defensive line. This team was number 1 in the NFL in defense 2 years ago. What happened? What is breaking down there? Dolphins over Bills. I really like the Bills, but I felt that the Dolphins had that touch, and they did. Ouch, that upset hurt. I did take the Jets over the Saints, and the Jets defense let me down. The Saints, all they do is blitz. All they do is blitz. All they do is blitz. If Mark Sanchez could figure out how to snap and throw the ball, he would throw a 60-yard touchdown at 1st and 10 from the 40 every time. This Saints defense is going to get exposed at some point, and they're going to have to fix it. But I was wrong in that pick. Great job to the Saints. Patriots over Ravens. I had that square on. Even though the Ravens are complaining a little bit, I'm really surprised to see so much whining come from Ray Lewis and Ed Reed. Never mind the fact that they've had some great calls go their way over the years. For some reason they decided that they wanted to razz on the referees for that. Okay, that's fine. Patriots still got the W. You still got the L. Get over it, move on, and just play football. The impossible prediction, honestly, I didn't believe in this game. I said Lions over Bears. The Lions are coming off of a big emotional win over the Redskins, and Stafford's confidence is growing exponentially. While the Lions did show up for the entire first half, and it was a really close game going into halftime, the Bears woke up. They finally woke up, the Bears, and they said, we can't lose to the Lions, not in our building. And the Bears came out and just creamed the Lions. They hurt Matthew Stafford. I'm sure he'll be okay, but that loss really didn't go over well with the Lions, but the Bears get the big win. They're 3-1. They're looking good in the division. So that's where we're at. And then finally, I know we're backtracking a little bit, but we're looking at games that look better than they really are, that are really no-brainers. And I chose the Cowboys over the Broncos. Broncos Sage is going to have something to say about that next on Gridiron Guru.